Episode 2 of Blight League. First episode, we just kind of ran through Act 1. We actually kind of lingered in Act 1. We were kind of figuring out league mechanics, just having a little bit of fun there. As you can probably hear in my voice, a little sick currently. I do plan on doing a bit of a short stream tonight. We're going to try to just power through Act 2 if possible. As I've mentioned in the past, I am not much of a speedrunner, unfortunately. But yeah, we're going to power through and hopefully get as far as we can get tonight. I do want to take this opportunity to mention that, let's see, what time is it? It's about 8 o'clock, so roughly 27 hours from now, Borderlands 3 drops on PS4. I know some of the bigger streamers have early access. I unfortunately am not amongst that crowd. However, I do plan on hopefully streaming on Twitch tomorrow, streaming some Borderlands 3. So if you have not yet subscribed or followed me on Twitch, it's the BullShifter, all one word. So if you guys want to check that out in, like I said, roughly about 27 hours, I am going to try to get some extra sleep tonight, so that we can go ahead and do that. Now, I know typically I stream on YouTube. I kind of like YouTube a bit more, admittedly, but I wanted to do the Borderlands stream on Twitch just because they have like a Twitch extension that allows you to see a streamer's gear as well as actually earn yourself some loot while you're watching the stream when certain chests are open. So I just thought that'd be kind of a cool little interaction to have with the community. So yeah, if you are interested in that, tomorrow night I will be on my Twitch, the BullShifter, all one word, TheBullShifter. Obviously, I don't have nearly as much of a presence on Twitch as I do on YouTube. I think I've only got about 50 followers or so on there, but it's just not a platform I'm usually on. But yeah, Borderlands 3, I think it'll be fun to stream on there. If you do just strictly do YouTube, I'm going to upload the streams later on to YouTube so that no one will feel left out there. Good old Einhar, he's our bud. Okay, so we want to go ahead and we don't really care about the hunt. Bandit factions, we're probably just going to knock them all out, to be honest with you. Just get our 2 passive points. So if I remember correctly, I believe there's only, yeah, there's 1 bandit camp up through here. So we'll knock that out and then we'll head up to the other area. So one thing I didn't really do in Act 1, just because we were kind of learning more about Blight League, kind of chatting, just kind of casually playing through. We didn't really speed our way through it very well. Well, I shouldn't say we. I didn't speed my way through it very well. We don't want to go to the den. But essentially, if you're just trying to really run through the chapter, it's just a matter of, you know, spamming those Quicksilver flasks and just using your movement skills to get through the levels themselves. As long as you're not super below the level of the map itself, which you can see when you put on the overhead map, we're level 15. I believe this map is also level 15. So I mean, we're kind of fine to just go ahead and run through this. It's not a big deal. And if we want to, you know, quickly kill some stuff as we're going through, we can do that too. Actually hit this waypoint. Hey, what's up, Jason? How's it going tonight? Thank you for joining in on the stream. But yeah, since we're going to kind of try and power through here tonight as opposed to kind of lingering like I did on the first stream on Monday, we're going to make more use of our Quicksilver Flask, make a bit more use of our actual movement skills here. Actually, I have to figure out, I have a feeling it's to the northwest. And occasionally we'll have to attack stuff just to fill our Quicksilver Flask back up too. That was my first character with this league. Overall, it's like, on PS4 anyway, it's So I had 3 in the first league, 1 in the last league. So it'd be my 5th character on PS4. Oh wow, some lag there. Yeah, so right now I've got 4 characters in Standard League and just this one so far in Blight. Which Blight League's been pretty interesting so far. And I think I was incorrect about the direction we wanted to head into. Admittedly, after tomorrow, I'm going to be splitting my time kind of between this game and Borderlands 3. I'm just a sucker for loot, so looking forward to looting all those sweet, sweet guns in Borderlands 3 tomorrow. Late tomorrow, because it's technically more than a day away. I believe we're heading in the right direction now. Yep, so here's our bandit. Oh, you want to help me? No, we don't want to help you.
My mana is gone.
I just don't know where he ran off to. The overhead map kind of hides some stuff every now and again. There we go.
The king of rats. A feast for rats now.
But yeah, I've been kind of pacing myself in this new league, to be honest, just to kind of, I don't know, kind of avoid that burnout that I got in Legion. I think a lot of the burnout from Legion admittedly came from some of the performance issues. Because I actually enjoyed Synthesis a lot, and we kind of powered through Synthesis. I mean, I made 3 characters there. So, you want to head off into the next area and then hit both of the areas that branch off from there. Well, that's good to know.
Ready, Exile? It is time to hunt.
Einhar wants to hunt. Pretty standard for Einhar. Yeah, that is definitely good. That's one of the new skill gems, I think, isn't it? Yeah, if that's going to crash my game, I'll definitely avoid it like the plague. So we saw enough blue screens in Legion. Our Pierce support leveled up. We'll make a slight detour here and help Einhar kill some beasts. Einhar's a good dude.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends
Actually,
now.
I think our gems, yeah, our gems are socketed into our chest piece, so I'm not going to grab that. Huh. That's unfortunate. That's good to know, though. Definitely appreciate the heads up on that. Yeah, I've definitely tried a few different things to kind of avoid the crashes in game. Some seem to work. I mean, towards the end of Legion League, things seem to be a bit better. I don't know if that was so much kind of some of the things I tried to increase the performance of my PS4 or if it was the patches or like a combination of both.
My mana is gone.
Yeah, chaos skills are a lot of fun. So I think they both do chaos damage, don't they? I haven't actually checked out the new skill gems too much. I actually kind of wanted to, oh, Realm's restarting in an hour. I wanted to go into this league kind of fresh. I mean, I read through kind of like what the league would entail. I made that video right before the league started. But other than that, I kind of wanted to keep myself in the dark and just be surprised this time around, which I'm actually not regretting it. I've had a lot of fun just kind of going through and figuring out everything on my own. Because one kind of, I guess it's somewhat of an advantage, the silver lining to the fact that we don't get content until a couple days after PC, is that you can kind of take from their experiences a little bit and see what they've been doing, see how they're enjoying the league, check out the mechanics that way. But I kind of put myself on blackout mode and just didn't watch any of it, avoided it, you know, kind of a no spoilers type of thing. Because I felt with like with Legion League, I just knew so much about the league before it even started, and you know, I like to treat each league kind of like a new game. You know, it's just the excitement of, you know, having the unknown, those new things that you're not aware of. Granted, yeah, in the beginning you're running through the exact same areas, but to have new mechanics that you're not familiar with is always really fun. Plus, then when I go ahead and make a video on it, you know, it's all 100% first-hand experience, which I just feel is a bit more personalized that way also. Oh, here's Einhar's Red Beast, so this might actually be a bit of a challenge. Except he's hanging out on the other side of this bridge. So we're kind of cheesing this. I should actually check. Oh, I don't have my aura on. Here you go, Einhar, throw that Pokeball. It was a fine capture. You're right, Einhar. Yeah, when Legion started a little bit of research on the new gems, I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that there were quite a few new gems with Legion. But it's never a bad thing to do, especially if they're gems you're interested in actually using for your build. This build I'm actually just kind of creating on the fly. I always have a lot of fun doing that. Basically just go in with a general idea of a few of the skills that I want to use, a few of the stats that I want to, you know, kind of highlight for the character itself.
That would only slow me down.
What do I all have in my inventory right now? How many? I've only got 2 scrolls of wisdom. That sucks. Discard those. Discard that too. This one's pure evasion, so actually let's... Intelligence, accuracy, evasion, life regen, and stun and block recovery. Strength, a very small amount of... I mean, we're relatively early though too. I think I'll actually keep what we have. Well... The accuracy and evasion's nice, but yeah, the rest of it's not quite what I want. We're not going to use a mallet. Our current vest has 3 green slots. Let's grab the boots. Currently have 15% movement speed. That's really what we're looking for here. Fire resist. Meh. Meh. I haven't fully decided really kind of the end point for this build yet. I do kind of like this like Toxic Rain, I think it is. Yeah, Toxic Rain. It's a nice AoE attack, even though I feel like Rangers are probably a bit better for single target. This is more or less just something I kind of want to play around with. So I haven't really committed to anything yet except for, well, I do know I want to do chaos damage, obviously bow damage.
The King of Rats.
We ain't helping none of y'all. I'm actually planning on building this range to be a bit tankier also.
My mana is gone.
So that way if my damage up, if I do use an AoE attack, there's a bit more leniency with how long I have to attack. Like my time to kill won't have to be quite as high if I have a little more health. Hey, what's up, Chalupa? Been a minute.
I hate to pluck a pretty flower, even a poisonous one like you.
Yeah, this build is truly 100% on the fly. I built a necromancer like this actually when I first started streaming and just had a lot of fun doing that, which is kind of my motivation here. Yeah, Caustic Arrow is a solid skill. That's the other one I may go with. Yeah, dude, Borderlands 3 stream. I'm gonna be doing it on Twitch, just because they have like this super cool like interactive add-on where people can actually like see your gear and your build as you're playing, and can actually get like loot drops when you open certain chests. But if anyone does have trouble seeing the Twitch streams, I'm gonna re-upload it on YouTube. So a bit of like a launch countdown tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I remember you had issues on Twitch. It's literally just because it's really fun to have that interaction. But yeah, my Path of Exile streams are still going to be strictly on YouTube. Let's see where... We're in the Western Forest already. Yeah, and I mean, the other thing is, hopefully I can grow a little bit on Twitch. I obviously don't have much of a presence there currently. Because once you get big enough on Twitch, they actually give you more streaming options to where, you can like adjust it's like the minimum bandwidth or something. Which currently I don't have that option, which kind of unfortunate. Projectile speed. Damage over... So yeah, that's kind of why I went this route. The damage over time on top of the flat out bow damage is nice. So I feel like, when I do one of these on-the-fly builds, I want to do something that's very, very straightforward. There's a lot of really clever things you can do, but a lot of it I feel like you kind of need to put the thought beforehand in on path of building. Yeah, I'm not sure why Twitch does that. It's the one thing I don't really like about it. We're going to kind of skip past these because we're trying to run through at a somewhat decent pace tonight. Level 18. It's actually a really nice node. Let's see. Yeah, it's like YouTube actually makes it so, you can adjust the resolution and, all the settings as a viewer, which is nice. I think the new league's fun. Like, the mechanics are different. I think tower defense fits into the game really well. Necromancer got some major buffs. I did a video last week or the week before that kind of highlighted the Necromancer I built in Season 1. And we went over some of the changes to the Necromancer Ascendancy. The Ascendancies are strong, but if you're building like a pure Necromancer build, I feel like you're kind of forced to take certain nodes, which is a little unfortunate. Some of the creativity is kind of taken away there. But overall, it's strong. So, I mean, that's solid. I think Volatile Dead, which was actually the first build that I made, even though I didn't do it with a Necromancer. Volatile Dead's going to be super strong in this league. I haven't really been paying attention to builds that other people have been making, but if I were to make a recommendation, I would probably do something along the lines of a Necromancer with Volatile Dead. There's a couple of nodes that complement it really well with the Necromancer rework. Then we need to go back to Lion's Eyes Watch. And yeah, like, with Necromancer getting a buff, my only concern is with all the performance issues we kind of have already. I don't know how bad it's going to get if you group up with a bunch of people and, everyone's playing as a Necromancer. That could potentially be bad, but Necromancers are fun to play. Get ourselves some currency. I admittedly haven't been uploading as much as I used to. I think a large part of it has to do with the fact that I just feel like I've covered a lot of tutorial stuff. I've got other stuff in mind that I can make videos on too. I don't want to make redundant videos. I want every video to actually be helpful to people. Like the last 2 leagues, so with Legion and Synthesis, I made like a beginner's guide to the game itself. But this, cause I've already done it twice, so it's, I don't want to get repetitive. I actually haven't decided what Vault Hunter I want to do. I know, and no offense to anyone who wants to do the Siren, but I'm avoiding the Siren, and it's just because I could play the Siren in the last 2 games. So I just don't want to play as a Siren again. Flak looks like a lot of fun. I'm bad at remembering character names, so you have to forgive me with that. I think the maybe it's Flak. It's the one with all the pets too. I thought that was really interesting because in the first Borderlands I played as the hunter, and I really liked the Bloodwing skills. Borderlands is another one where like I've kind of paid attention to a few videos here and there to get like a solid preview of it, but I've been trying to keep myself a bit in the dark just so that way, I'm kind of excited when I see new things. I just want it to be as fresh of an experience as possible, which is kind of like the downside to, the day and age we live in now where everything's on the internet.
My mana is gone.
You kind of lose a lot of those surprise elements before a game even comes out. I do think the way that they're doing the Vault Hunters now, though, like it's going to be fun to play pretty much any of the characters because it seems like there's a lot more build options than there were before. I mean, it doesn't even just seem like they flat out said there's going to be a lot more build options. I'm I'm super excited that there's a gun that literally shoots guns. That's about the coolest thing I've ever heard. Run a trial real quick. Whoop. It hurt more than I thought it would. Don't want to do that quite yet. I think the only purpose for that switch is actually to offset those two blades. Oh, I did it again with my skill points. Got another unused one. I don't want this guy to kill me while I'm assigning my point. Let's see. So this, so that'll increase our cold plus, so we'll be able to get up to 76. More evasion, more resist, more dex. Don't really care about mind damage, but we can kind of, yeah, we can take this node and go up through that way. We can also take that jewel socket. That'll be interesting. I don't know if I really want to operate off of frenzy charges or not. Attack speed, critical strike chance, global accuracy, damage. Yeah, we're gonna go this route. It's like that old joke, guns don't kill people, bullets do. It's not true if a gun shoots guns. So Borderlands putting that to rest. Oh. We came in through that way. So what area did... Oh, it's probably through here. Let's say it looked like we hit most of everything, but we indeed did not. Yeah, if I were to run Act 1 the same way on Monday, we'd probably be in like Act 4 or 5 by now. I spent so much time in Act 1. Which is fine, nothing wrong with Act 1. Act 1's solid.
It slaughtered everyone. Help me.
The single target damage on this AoE attack actually isn't that bad. At least not yet. I'm going to avoid blue items. Because at this point in the game I just don't have a lot of... I've got 2 wisdom scrolls. Laying in town. I always find myself spending too much time in Act 1. I don't know what it is. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact, the new league starts. So, like, I try to start, running the new mechanics in every single area I go into, which ends up taking me longer. And, like, in the case of this character, since I didn't path of building it beforehand, and I just kind of jumped right in, I was also kind of figuring out exactly what I wanted to build on the spot, which took a little bit of extra time too. sure, man. Appreciate that. I'm glad you stopped by, Chalupa. Good to hear from you again. Extra fire damage. I don't really want to do fire damage. That's the same thing. Thunder, ice. Herald of Agony it is. That definitely adds to the build. And we can socket that in our shoes. Boots, except not shoes. Mana sustain's probably going to be an issue. But if it is, we can always just turn Herald of Agony off.
Piety led us into that.
Piety did this, this, and that. Come find a hideout. .8.0 D update. Alright, what'd you guys break this time? Let's go to the Weaver's Chambers. Care about hideout. I already have a hideout by default. I didn't activate the waypoint in the Western Forest. Oh, that was a misstep. Well, at least we know where we're going. But yeah, Act 1's a solid act in general, though. I think a lot of games, you kind of have to have that really solid beginning portion of the game to kind of get sucked in. I think that's a good reason, why I end up spending that extra time in Act 1, too. Plus, one thing anyone who has watched a lot of my streams in the past has probably noticed, I have a terrible, terrible sense of direction. I could literally know the exact layout of an area and still find myself getting lost. Which is why I don't race. I don't race. I don't speed run. I think the only game I could probably sit and speed run would be like the first Super Mario Brothers. And that's just because, like, the first time I played it, I was probably, like, 4 years old. So I've had, like, over 25 years of experience with that game. I know 1-1 like the back of my hand. You wouldn't believe it. I apologize in advance for the sniffling and everything. Caught a little bit of a cold over the weekend. Wasn't really prevalent on Monday, but kind of hit me hard today and yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just the one thing, like the one skill I never gained. Just terrible sense of direction. Just constantly. Good with numbers, decent vocabulary, terrible sense of direction.
My mana is gone.
Of course my mana's gone. I'm running Herald of Agony. Ooh, level 19. And I fall in that same category. Yeah, 40-hour-a-week job, family. That's why streaming's just more of a hobby for me than anything else. Just, well, I'm actually stoked to have, the subscribers and the viewers that I do have. Because I don't really have the time to dedicate, but people are super understanding, and the nice thing about not being like a huge streamer and just having like a decent amount of people following channels, the fact that I think you have like-minded individuals that come and be a part of your channel. So I have a very relaxed and mature viewer base, which is kind of nice. It's funny because people talk about the toxicity on the internet, and just I am definitely fortunate enough to not really see hardly any of that on my channel, which is super cool, and I'm very appreciative of that. just what kind of makes it enjoyable. It'd be kind of a drag if, you know, with the little bit of time I do get to create content and stream and everything, if, you know, I was plagued by something like that. So that's why I'm so appreciative. That's why I try and, you know, thank you guys for being a part of it whenever I get the opportunity to. Because, I mean, come on, you guys could be on Mixer watching Ninja right now. But you're here chilling with me, and I appreciate that. I think Agony's been out for a while. Actually, don't know when they came out with Herald of Agony, but solid skill gem. If you're going to do any sort of poison damage. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's been out the entire time we've had the game on PS4. It's just chaos damage can be kind of a niche in the game. Yeah, most builds either focus on like physical damage, fire damage, lightning, or cold damage. But I feel like Rangers are a solid class to you know, use chaos damage with. And the two new skill gems they introduced in the game are both chaos damage also. So I feel like they're highlighting it a little bit. Vicious projectiles. Faster attacks. We're not really doing... Yeah, vicious projectiles it is. Can't link it up yet just because we don't have a 4 link, but don't think I have a green that's open to throw it into either. I mean, at this point in our build, it looks like we're just going to be stacking a ton of decks. Ooh, movement speed, life, and resists. Actually going to go with that. Evasion's at 30. That one's at 42. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Wanted to move that.
My help is yours.
And we'll sell off our old boots. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Let's see. Someone here's got to be selling a bow.
What troubles you bring now?
Look at that. Not that it really matters, but we'll purchase this one because a lot of our gems are probably going to be green anyways. Let's see, what else do we have on us? You know, let's continue to level up Caustic Arrow. We might as well. I probably should actually run Flame Dash, to be honest. Just to move through a bit quicker, but that's okay. Sorting board's usually my default for, well, to be honest, with the majority of the games I play. And there's a few gems in there I want to level up. We'll just have to find gear for it later. Let's see, where were we at? I forgot what we were actually doing.
piety would have.
Poison the ancient tree. Okay. Hey dude, what's up? How's it going tonight? Yeah, I don't know why I've always gravitated so hard to sword and board. I feel like it's, sword's just always a good default weapon in most games. And that shield just kind of, gives you an extra sense of security. Yeah, server's shutting down in like 20, 30 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes. Oh, snap. Yeah, they're rushing that right along. There must have been some sort of exploit or big glitch or something for them to rush through a patch right away like that. So the league just started yesterday. Hopefully people on Xbox can finally play now. Or not yesterday, Monday. I like lost an entire day in my head. Because no, everyone on Xbox wasn't able to play right away, which is pretty lame. It was pretty simple once I actually figured out that like I had to place my towers, you know, which was common sense. I don't know why I was screwing it up at first, but once I realized like I should place my towers closer to where they're spawning as opposed to, you know, they called it a mushroom that you're defending. What the heck, man? Oak, didn't I already kill you? The other reason why shield is nice here is just because then you can actually use shield dash or shield charge. It's one of the better movement skills in the game. It's one thing I'll definitely miss going with this ranger class and doing a bow build.
Ready, Exile? It is time to hunt.
Yeah, if you're running zombies and skeletons,
My mana is gone.
you can cheese through pretty easily with a necromancer. And now that they've made it even stronger, it's definitely a solid choice for this league. It's actually my first ranger build. Yeah, that's why I'm running ranger. Not because of anything special with the league, so to say, but just because I like to do something new with every league that I haven't done before. Or something that I haven't done in a while. So yeah, this league, I'm going to run a ranger. Maybe next league we'll do Scion. Yeah, having all those meat shields and just you know, minions to do damage is super solid. Plus,
Looks like this land and I are coming to an understanding.
building a necromancer, I think, in my opinion anyways, it's one of the more straightforward classes to build. I think it's probably one of the easiest to actually create your own build and have it be successful. So if you're running pure minions, you're really looking at, you know, life, probably energy shield because of the amount of intelligence that you're going to stack. So intelligence, strength, life, and then just, you know, minion damage, minion attack speed. You know, you don't have to worry about your own attack speed or your own attack at all. There was a joke a while back where they talked about like this game called Boss, and you just you sit in a room and you wait for the player to show up, and when they show up, You beat the player a few times, and you just continue to wait for them until they continue to respawn and respawn and respawn, and then finally kill you. And that's the game boss. Throw your Pokeball already, Einhar. There you go. Right? I want to be a boss. And get Super Mario Brothers and play as Bowser. Sit in my castle with the princess and wait for Mario to come along. Didn't we just get a notification saying it was going to be 10 minutes, like 5 minutes ago?
Not in the world I know.
I just checked my phone real quick. 8:36. I wonder if like 8:45 is when there. That's a really weird time to take down the server. See, that would actually be fun. Then it'd almost be like a little tower defense game. Play as the boss. Place your armies across the level. First of all area I've seen so far. We're going to rush through though, because I'm going to try and finish Act 2 before the server comes down. That would make sense. You don't want one of your new skill gems crashing the game. Actually, I feel like I'm pushing forward for no reason. Because I am. Whoops. I'm gonna need more portal scrolls soon. I haven't checked out the PlayStation Store, but do they even have the supporter packs up yet? For sure, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
Nothing like this happens.
Ah, that's right. We've rained down the darkness.
I dreamed this. A vast creature. A thing.
Ooh, see, that would have upset me, and if that would have happened in Synthesis League, because my first character was a Volatile Dead. I used a Volatile Dead Templar. It's actually still one of my favorite builds. Yeah, if you can get the mana reduced low enough to be able to run, 2 different auras, you can break the game real quick. I think we actually had to go... Oh, we did go back to the forced encampment. I'll be right back momentarily. Alright, sorry about that. This cold is just kicking my butt. Pretty sure Kamal was using it in one of his videos. He seemed to be having fun with it. I don't want to use that. Okay, so now we can go back to where we were. Just gotta travel north. We're almost restarting in 20 minutes. Didn't it just say 10? I am so confused by these notifications. Or maybe the patch is to fix their notification system too. Because it is all over the place. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Or like I traveled in time. See, I just said 10. What is going on? They're just screwing with my head. So we could go down there and unlock a hideout, but I have my hideout from the First League supporter packs. I don't really concern myself with additional hideouts too much. Go 21. It's so weird they posted that one up saying 20 minutes. I swear I've seen the 10-minute one like 4 or 5 times during the stream now. Probably gonna have to go through here. Hey, what's up, Darkness? I like how you pop in there. Just, oh. It's the response you get from the new NPC. Oh. I'm here to play the new League content. Oh. See, this is that bad sense of direction we were talking about earlier. Always lost. We've traveled through a majority of this map. Get these things off of me. I got frenzy charges. These are the non-smashing hulks. Lord, I traveled through that entire area for like nothing. We must be in a side area. I took a wrong turn around Albuquerque. I'm going to start doing streams where I hire someone as a navigator. Look at this, these guys waiting for me on the outside. You jerks. Yeah, we were in the Dread Thea, so yeah, we were in the wrong area. We need to move further north. I promise in future streams we'll actually run the tower Blight stuff. We're just kind of pushing in before the patch hits online. Because we will either finish the stream up at the end of Act 2 or once the server comes down. Which both are approaching, so we'll see. Yeah, there's a couple gems that are currently broken that it sounds like they're fixing. Hey dude, all the way from Brazil, that's awesome. appreciate you stopping by. That's actually been one of the cooler things about streaming too, is like hearing where everybody's from. It's amazing how many different areas of the world people play Path of Exile in. It's just not something you actively think about. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Hey, dude. How's it going? Wow, that crafting recipe was super delayed. No, wrong way. Oh, trust me, I understand that. Works the reason I'm only in Act 2 right now. But, gotta pay the bills, gotta make that money. God, today was just the longest day of work ever. Working sick sucks. Time just seems like it just slows down when you're sick at work. But I'm stubborn. I don't take sick days. One of those weird people who just, you know, if I'm sick, I'd rather be at work sick, getting paid to be sick. If I'm using a day off, I actually want to enjoy my day off. Why isn't this door opening? Why am I just dying? Like I wasn't healing at all. That was weird. Yeah, with Borderlands 3 coming out, I'm going to be progressing through this league even a little slower than usual. Because if Borderlands 3 ends up being anything like the first couple Borderlands, and it seems like it's actually going to be even better from what I've seen so far, I'm going to have an unhealthy addiction to that game. Right? Like, I'm glad I'm not the only one, you know? It's like, if I have a day off, I want to enjoy myself, not, you know, spend the day sleeping. Holy crap, I didn't notice that. That's awesome. Good eye. That's why I need to go back to reading patch notes again. That's actually a game changer for playing, right? Get all the sleep I need when I'm dead. That's actually a game changer for delving. You don't have to sacrifice your skills anymore to be able to equip dynamite and flares. That's the single most annoying part of delving. So that is an awesome new feature. Yeah, man, much appreciated. Good eye on that. Now, if only they'd let me equip flasks to that. Well, I was walking past this the whole time. I think I got distracted and went down the stairs when I wasn't supposed to earlier. You know, GGG, you keep telling me that the game's going to restart in 10 minutes. It's getting hard to believe you guys. Oh, it was, see, I was quick reading, saying the downtime is going to be approximately 10 minutes. Say I hit it. Oh, gotta equip my auras. I've also got 3 skill points just sitting there. I am infamous for doing that. The suspense. So I can turn the overhead map off. Doesn't really serve much of a purpose in a boss fight. It's kind of an odd time to do a server restart, to be honest with you, but I mean, I get it. It's one of those patches they want to implement as soon as possible, so they probably got like the approval from Sony and just ran it as soon as they could. This guy resists chaos and elemental damage. What a jerk. He's dead anyways.
Spread the word amongst your kind, Nightmare. You're not welcome in my world.
I say you, he dead. Follow the exit to Act 3, so we did it. We didn't do it super quickly, but we got through Act 2 before the server restarted. We made it! Alright, so on that note, I'll probably, I'd be surprised if PC got extra skill bindings, because they already have, pretty sure at least 1 through 9, and then other buttons also. Like they pretty much get the whole number, the number pad. But I haven't played on PC for a while, so I could be wrong. But I'd be surprised if they implemented that. That seems more of like a console quality of life patch update. Let's go ahead and assign our passives real quick. It's not a bad idea, especially since mines were reworked. I'd have to build a character around that, but I'm not opposed to doing it. I think it'd be super useful, especially for this league, because that's the other thing I feel people may be doing more often than they used to. Because, I mean, basically anytime something gets a rework, it's, you know, a fun time to go along and, you know, use that type of a build, just because it's typically a little stronger than it used to be. So yeah, I'll definitely take that under consideration. I might end up doing that. I still have to make a video about subbing out your tabula rasa, kind of like the time in the game to do that, and you know, how to kind of adjust through that. But yeah, we made it to Act 3, so I mean the server's about to shut down anyway, so I think I'm going to cut the stream off at this point. Just a reminder to everyone again, I'll be streaming on Twitch in, let's see, what time is it now? It's about 9 o'clock, so in like 26 hours, I'm going to do like a special launch party thing for Borderlands 3. So anyone who's interested in Borderlands 3, check out my Twitch channel. It's the BullShifter, TheBullShifter. I don't do a lot of streams on Twitch just because I prefer YouTube. But for Borderlands 3, I'll be streaming that exclusively on Twitch just because they do have an extension on there that allows your viewers to check out your gear, check out your skills, and to also get gear. They have a feature where when you open up specific red chests, your community can interact when you open one of those chests and can potentially get free gear for their game. So I thought that was a really cool feature, along with being able to see, my different skills I'm assigning and my gear. So that's why I'm going to be playing that on Twitch. If you don't have Twitch, I will be re-uploading the videos to YouTube, so you can definitely check it out afterwards too. I don't want to leave anyone out. So thanks again, everyone, for popping by and checking out the stream. I do hope to be on a bit more often than I have been recently. I may pop up a couple of surprise streams. I know typically when I do stream, it's usually a Monday, a Wednesday, or a Friday. But this character I strictly only want to run on stream and just make a run of it. So I may pop on at some random times, and hopefully I catch you guys then. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again for being a part of the community. As always, I appreciate you guys being a part of the community. I've had an awesome experience with all of you, and I am greatly, greatly appreciative. So until next time, may the RNG be with you. Always.